It's a 90-year-old building. The room had not had a lot of attention, probably since the bank was left it in 1986. It's a beautiful room. We all love the Great Hall, but once we were really able to get the scaffolding up and get our experts in here, a lot of the water damage that had happened over the last 40 years or so really began to show itself, and the Great Hall itself was probably in worse shape than we had expected it to be when we first took over the building. Just the ornateness of it, the cost alone just to restore it is an enormous expense. We brought in Evergreen Architectural Arts from Brooklyn. They're the best in the country. I think they've done 38 state capitals. They're finishing up our Oklahoma State Capitol now. And these people are experts. Well, there's 4 murals here. They're very popular. They were extremely dirty. The varnish that's 90 years old really took on a brown tint. We've got a lot of dirt built into those things. So the main thing they're doing is cleaning off all the old varnish, which took a few weeks. Then they go back and they touch up any paint areas that have some permanent damage. We're very fortunate that while some of the stone and the ceiling had quite a bit of water damage, the murals didn't. And so they were able to restore those in place without taking them down. I don't know how close you can get to them today, but they're probably about 80% done, and they really turned out better than I ever anticipated. They're putting the new varnish on and doing some touch-up paint now. In a couple weeks, the mural should be finished. Every square inch of this room gets touched. So you can see the stone masons over here. They're doing stone cleaning. Obviously, we talked about the murals, all the ceiling, every column, every square inch of the floor, the teller windows. Everything gets cleaned, touched, painted. You got a lot of metal and aluminum in this room. They've brought in their metal experts to work on the metal for us. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. They've been here about 2 months, and they'll probably be here another 7 months to finish. If you're a hotel guest, this will be your hotel lobby. This is where you're gonna want to come hang out, get coffee, have lunch, have dinner. It's also a place where you do your check-in. If you live here, you're a resident, this is your living room. This is where you come to meet and have coffee and have a drink in the evening. If you work downtown, this is where you come have breakfast, maybe a lunch, have a meeting in one of our meeting rooms. There'll be a lot of spaces in the Great Hall where people will meet. There'll be people working in here. We just think it will be a really wonderful public space, and at 4 o'clock it will be a pretty popular happy hour place, we expect, having right here in the center of the Great Hall with our bar. People love this room. It's a spectacular space, and we're very pleased with the total renovation. We're going to be able to restore it back as close to its original condition as possible.